Okay, so here's, you think they chopped them up into 4 equal parts?
Yeah.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, because each of these is the same length, so you're going to have the same amount, you're going to have the same gap in between these. So it might not be the same length, but I think at least these two are the same length.
Okay.
These two might not be, because
those two may not be 9.
those are different.
Okay, what's different about them?
Well, because you don't have another point on top, another loop of the front one, to make it equal again.
Okay. So if we could just figure out what these lengths are, maybe we would have an interesting idea.
But also, I think these lengths are the same too.
Okay, what makes you think those are the same?
Well, because they look the same.
They look the same, okay. Let's see if we can...
Because you have this point, and then you have a point, one of these 3 points, you have this point, and then distance down to the base. Then this point and distance up to the base.
Okay.
So, it seems likely that they could be the same.
Alright, cool.
So if they are the same, then that means this is the midpoint of our 36-inch length.
Aha! Okay, so how high have you gone up to the midpoint?
So this is 18. These are probably not 9.
Okay, let's just erase those now. Let's see if we can figure out what they are.
So I'm gonna call this x and this y.
Alright.
So we know x plus y is 18.
Alright.
And so how will that correspond to in this picture?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. The different problems. This one we were assuming you went around the circle once and got to the top. Here, this one is going around 3 times to get to the top.
So maybe I'll just erase this.
Okay. Alright.
So x plus y is 18. Well, I see a way we might be able to figure out, we might be able to begin to figure this out.
Okay.
So if we use this, we can draw a diameter to this point, and then bring it up.
Okay. What's that going to tell you?
This is 4,
Alright.
but this is another unknown.
It's another unknown, yeah.
Because we don't know anything about diagonals of cylinders.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help.
Okay.
But I feel like we're getting somewhere with these.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But what if we used this? If we use this right triangle, we have x plus y, we have 18 and 4, we can figure out this.
Right, but you're just trying to figure out what x and y are. So
Yeah.
look at the geometry. Describe the situation to me.
Well, we have a cylinder and a line that's wrapping around 3 times.
Okay. What happens when you get to y, when you wrap that string around?
Well, it's gone up a little bit. It's gone like 1/2 up. It's gone like 1/2 of 1 up.
Okay. What happens when you go from this point to this point?
Then you go this much more plus this much.
Okay.
So, I think you go one more. Like, you go two more of these more.
Alright, so what does that mean?
That means you have 3 halves, whatever length that is.
Whatever length what is?
Whatever length this is, because they're all the same length.
What's 3 halves?
It's 3 halves times this length.
Alright, let's just focus on the heights, x and y. Okay? What do you see?
Well, it looks like to me that it takes one of those lengths to get to y,
Alright,
but then it takes 2 of those lengths to get to x.
okay. So what does that mean?
So that means x equals 2y.
Aha!
So that means that 3y is 18.
Okay,
So y is 6.
alright.
So that means x is 12.
Awesome. Good job. Okay, that's probably another 5 minutes. Let's go to the next